Hey everybody, I wanted to jump on TikTok and try to share some of our journeys exploring here because, we don't always get to travel, but when we do, there are some really interesting places to see across the United States. So this is St. George, Utah. This is Main Street. Then we went to the little downtown area. This is the first store that we stopped at. They had a lot of cool stuff, basically like crystals and candles and all these different healing things. I could feel the energy of the store. It had such a good energy and feng shui. Out of all the stores we went in, I think this was my favorite one. I got a couple of these candles from here. And then basically we were on a time crunch to get to the national park, so I could have spent like all day in the store, but we didn't have that much time, so we left pretty fast. And then the store right next to it, my husband really loved. It's more for it has guy stuff too. Like they had Lord of the Rings stuff, all these statues, masks, these old looking weapons, and just a lot of stuff that I think guys would like, along with the crystals and jewelry and stuff like that. There was one more store that we went in after this one. It was a little vintage store, which I could have spent all day in there too. But like I said, we were on a time crunch, so we had to leave pretty fast to go to the national park. That's the vintage store. Here it is. They had like a whole little section of books that I really loved, and just a lot of cute stuff. You could just spend all day looking at each little section in the store. It's so cute. I love that little backpack. They still had some fall stuff out. Here's the book section. I like this quote: accept what is, let go of what was. And there's another quote that I got over here. I think it was by Ernest Hemingway. Try to learn to breathe deeply, really taste food. When you eat and when you sleep, really sleep. You gotta pause that to read the whole thing. And so here we are, finally entering the national park. We're already through the park gates at this point. So this is the first stop on the scenic route. Or actually, sorry, I think this might have been stop number 4. I don't remember, but there was we had a map, and there's a short little drive you can do that's a really easy drive. And you can pull off at each stop and kind of hike around. It was so beautiful. The mountains just tower over everything. They're so big, so grand. I've never really seen anything like this park before. Definitely check it out if you're in this area. This is kind of showcasing the drive along the mountains. Here's this really cool bridge, and then there was this hike you could do once you cross the bridge, but you had to have some special pass. If I went back, I would definitely get the special pass. I think it was called Angels Hike or something like that. But you had to have basically a pass where if there was a state park worker, they could check your pass, and if you didn't have it, then you wouldn't be allowed on the trail. And then this is a store we stopped at right before we left,